This is Adam Swank, third place, Twin City Championships, 2009. Adam, tell me about the race.
Well, the race today, despite being very cold, conditions were pretty fast, and the course was tough. A lot of hills out there, and it seemed to be pretty fast once you get the skis going, so the downhills were a lot of fun, but climbing the hills was brutal.
So, did your race go as planned?
You know, I would have liked to have gone a little bit faster, but it went essentially as planned. Started off in about 4th place and was hoping to catch the leaders, but after about 10 kilometers of racing, I realized it wasn't going to happen. They were still just as far ahead as they were when we started.
And where did you catch Joe Dubé?
You know, I caught him probably right around 2 kilometers, and he had just started a couple seconds ahead of me. I was hoping that we could work together for the most of the race, and neither one of us had that extra oomph to make the gap.
And so what happened? Did you drop him, or how
yeah,
did you get a gap from him?
We skied together for about 2 or 3 kilometers before I was able to put a gap on him and try to make a surge forward.
And how did that happen? Did you like make a move, or?
You know, I actually think that my skis were a little faster. So I made a little move up over a hill, and coming down at the bottom of the hill, I noticed I was still just gliding away a little bit, and then he never was able to close it back up.
And so, do you know, were you catching Matt and Bjorn, or?
On the first lap, we made a little time up, maybe 5 to 10 seconds. But on the second lap, I think they put it right back on us, and so overall, we ended up right at square one.
And so, were you ever worried about losing 3rd place to Joe?
No, I
or
knew
anyone
that,
behind you?
I thought about it before the start. I was, thinking that Joe and I would be battling all the way through, and there was a few other people that weren't too far behind. There's a group of us that started about 40 seconds back from the leaders, about 5 of us. And there's some good skiers in there. So I thought about it, but once the race started, I had my attention focused in front of me, and I didn't think too much about who was behind me.
All right.